DC here. Hi guys and gals. I'll just set the camera on a tripod and it is Sunday morning. It's first coffee of the day. There's something about that first coffee of the day, isn't there? Just move that over just a little bit here. There we are. I think that'll be better. A bit better, yeah. Oh, wow. So relaxing. I'm playing hooky as far as church is concerned because actually the service has just started and I've been up for a few minutes. We were home after midnight yesterday. We had a really nice outing yesterday. So on the 16th, which is a few days ago now, was our 39th wedding anniversary, and that was it was the Friday. I was working, Mrs. DC was working, so, it was just like, well, happy anniversary, and I don't even think we had a drink in the evening. Well, maybe just a small drink in the evening, and that was about it. She came home really late. Yesterday, we were invited, got actually free tickets for one of the, I was going to say a bit hobnob or highbrow, classical concerts that comes around every summer, like for the last 20 odd years or something. And so it was my boss at work that probably on the Thursday, I don't remember which day it was now, but he asked me if we were doing anything on Saturday. At first I was a little bit surprised. I thought, are they inviting us over or what? But he said, no, he said, he didn't say it like that, but he said, I've got tickets for the concert, and if you want to come with us. So, yeah, we didn't say no. So it's in a town, it's about, 25-minute drive from here, not very far actually, on the side of the lake. I've done videos there before. Really nice place. So we went down earlier and in the afternoon walked around a bit, then took a drink. I did put a picture up on Facebook where it was a little place called the Brasserie, but it was in the town called Morton, or Morat if you're French speaking, and we took a drink there and had an early supper dinner. Again, it depends on how you want to call it, because the concert started at 8, and doors were opening. It was an outdoor concert in the yard of where the so-called castle was. Now the problem was, we had a really nice dinner together, by the way. It was really nice, and then walked over to where the concert was outside, and it had been gray all day but no rain. But then the drops started coming, but just mini drops. But then, as the people were telling us, we would certainly uphold these drops no problem, but the musicians, depending on their instruments, could not have any water, so to say. So they had a plan B. They always do, actually, but they had made a decision to go into, actually at 7 o'clock they decided, it'll probably stop the rain. And that was actually the wrong decision, because it never actually stopped. It never really started raining, but there's always droplets. So we all had around 20 past 8, they decided to move the concert indoors, but we all had to walk to a church, which was about a 5-minute walk from there. So the concert actually started about an hour late, and was in the church, which had a fantastic acoustic as well. It just didn't have, that sumptuous decor of being like in a castle yard. Now, I didn't make film or stuff like that. I maybe took an iPhone picture. Yeah, I did. But, it's... I've kind of learning slowly that sometimes you might even have your camera taken away and taken away for the time of the concert, stuff like that. I didn't want that to happen. So I had just brought the iPhone this time. But, you know, surprisingly, the iPhone is really, really good. Anyway, oh, that coffee's going down good. So it was a really, really nice evening. And so after the evening, we had a drink with the people. We were 3 couples all in all. And we had a drink with them and came back. Mrs. DC was driving. So she had not had, after the meal, she hadn't had anything else to drink. And we came back, and as I said, a bit after midnight, we were here. So now it's, like I think I said, just after 9, it's 10 past 9. And now she's still sleeping. And I thought, okay, let's make a little video. Now, I'm well into the vlog, or talking about this, but actually the subject I wanted to talk about now, it won't be a very long one, but it'll be a surprising one, probably for people in Canada and North America, all in general, is we can't get smooth peanut butter anymore. You say what? Say what? Say that again? Now, when we moved to Switzerland, like, close to, what is that? 33, 34 years ago. When we left Canada 34 years ago. In the UK, where we were at first, it wasn't really a problem. You could get that. If you go in countries here in Europe like Holland, it's not a problem either. But in Switzerland, it was always a problem. And there was one store at the time, not the natural food stuff stores, but there was one of the mainline stores. They sold, and they still do, a crunchy variety. And they're more thick, actually, here, the peanut butter, as such. So, all of a sudden, a few years later, they started to have the smooth variety. And I mean a few years, like, we're talking probably like 25 years from now, ago. Problem solved. Well, we were running out, and I said to Mrs. DC, I'll go and get some. There wasn't any smooth left, and there was 1 jar, 2 jars, should get both, of crunchy. And I said, well, okay, in case, for whatever reason, they're out of stock. It's gone. It's out. They've replaced the place, the row, and there is no more peanut butter in that store, smooth or crunchy. So I went to the other one that had been selling crunchy forever. They still have it. I've checked online stores for these Swiss shops. Now, one doesn't have peanut butter anymore. It's gone. The one that I said, and the other one showed a kosher smooth peanut butter, but they only have it online. And you have to buy a minimum of something like 90, probably like the equivalent of 90 American dollars. I'm not going to buy $90 of peanut butter. Okay, so then I went online, and some of you might be saying, well, get it with Amazon. Well, you know something? Amazon does not deliver to Switzerland anymore. There's a tax issue between Amazon and the Swiss government. So they stopped last Christmas delivering things, everything except for books and CD, DVDs, electronic media. That's it. So you can't get anything from Amazon US anymore. So there are specialty stores, probably people that fill up their suitcases. There are specialty stores actually which will sell. So I have ordered now like a pound of Jif and a pound of Skippy, and they're actually they're not even more expensive than what we'd pay here, probably in Switzerland, which means that it's probably enormously more expensive than what you guys would pay. But if I'm paying the same price as if I'm still getting to it, so I've had a mail with the person at the store. They told me they were out of stock of something. I suppose it's the peanut butter, because I can imagine that all the North Americans that are here are going into panic mode. Can you imagine if you could not I know some of you maybe don't eat it, but can you imagine most of you who've been brought up in North America and you can't get peanut butter? Think about it. Peanut butter. It's one of the staples of North American life. And people laugh at us here, actually, when we talk about peanut butter, because they never had any. And that's why it's, just probably, we're probably not making any money out of it or whatever. Who knows? Anyway, I have been talking long enough. I've been talking 10 minutes. So enjoy your Sunday. So that'll be DC signing off. Take care. Bye bye.